That's Claire Foy in a scene from H is for Hawk. Was an adaptation from a memoir, which I've not read, but now I simply must read it.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful memoir.
So tell us the story. And that's not CGI, that's a real hawk.
Yeah, goshawk, yeah.
Yeah.
So I play Helen Macdonald, who's a kind of British academic, and their father died very, very suddenly, who's played by Brendan Gleeson, who's amazing. And they were already a falconer before their father died, but then kind of in the aftermath, trying to cope with the grief, Helen decided to get and train a goshawk, which are the most notoriously difficult kind of bird of prey to live with, train. Yeah.
And what was the impulse behind it? Was there always like a fascination with hawks in general?
Yeah. I mean, all birds of prey. So Helen's allergic to cats, dogs, and horses. So they say that you know, birds were the next option if you wanted to have a pet as a kid. But also, I think it was just a real fascination. I think lots of people are really fascinated with birds of prey. But goshawks, never goshawks. And Helen actually says that they had said that they were never ever going to train one, because why would you? Because they're quite grumpy and they quite like to keep to themselves and they're not very, you know, affectionate. But I disagree, because I know 4 goshawks now very well, and they're lovely.
Yeah, tell us about that, because you had to obviously train with them. What was that like? Did it make you nervous a little bit? Did they seem a little...
I think I was really nervous before I started shooting, because I'd never done anything like that before in my whole life, and I had to get really close and intimate with these birds and be a gifted enough falconer to be able to control them and make sure I was safe and all those things. But then once I kind of got over the first kind of initial fear, it was like such a joy. Like, it's like money can't buy opportunity to learn a new skill and spend so much time with these beautiful animals.
Can they smell fear?
Like dinosaurs? No, dinosaurs.
Yeah,
can dinosaurs smell?
Horses.
Horses can.
That's it.
Horses can
Horses
smell
and dinosaurs.
fear. Yeah.
No, so their eyesight is their main, like with most birds of prey, that they can basically see at such acuity, like more than we could ever possibly imagine. But they can sense everything. So they can sense fear, I suppose, but it's more about your heartbeat and your rhythm and them picking up on that. And it's more about the fact that you have to make sure that you are a safe place for them to be. You're the
safe landing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And there were, how many Mabels were there?
We had 5, but
5
I worked with 4 of them, yeah. Because one of them was the flying, he was the guy. There was only one man.
Oh, there was one that was
male bird,
and
he was the high-flying one. And then there were 4 ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I've got to tell you, it's in theaters today. I can't wait to see it. H is for Hawk. Rise into theaters today. Get it?